Button up on the Nintendo Switch. This is a game that I obtained from the Maryland Library System. It's a side-scrolling action game. I guess this is like Kirby's Epic Yarn in its own way. I played it for about half an hour during the football games. This seems like a pretty unremarkable, but sort of thematically interesting game. I guess is the best way to describe this. Like I said, it's a side-scrolling platformer where you're a button. So we're not. This isn't Cool Spot, and you'll see in a second what I'm talking about. As I said, it's a platformer. So imagine if you're a platformer where you could hold a button down to attach yourself to the background, like that. That's the kind of game this is. Now, what kind of game? I don't really know. I could start from the beginning. We're not going to do that. I guess I'll go to the first stage, just to establish the basics. Like I said, I've been playing this game for about half an hour before recording this video. This is a YTF, most likely, but, you know. I don't think I want a button. Yeah, I got my Beats by Dre, I guess. And what do we got here? Oh, this is the shop where I can buy more upgrades. Worthless. So where's the next stage? Well, I can't do the tutorial stage anymore, I don't think. Fine. So I'll just go into another stage. That's fine. This isn't terribly complicated. We don't have to start from the beginning. We don't have to start from the beginning or anything. What the heck? Oh, is this how I started from the beginning? Huh. Well, that's cute. Is that how it works? Well, I'm going to see if I can start over from the beginning so we can kind of establish the basics here. Not a lot to this game, really. Just one button to jump. Press the jump button in the air, and hold it down to stick to the wall. We'll see why that's important later. And you can press the Y button to kick. Okay, amazing. Let's go. That ain't much, but it's something. We're gonna go down. Again, there's not a whole lot to this thing, so my impression is this is like Kirby's Epic Yarn with, sprite graphics. I would say it's like 8.5. It's like 8.5D. I would say it's 8.5-bit. It feels like a late NES game, maybe an early Super NES game with no Mode 7. So kind of that vibe. You should be able to go underneath here. Now, I already opened this treasure chest, so never mind. Alright, so I might have to leave this stage. We'll just see how it goes. Like I said, you press the kick button to move boxes. There are also some other buttons you'll see in the area. Whoop, I missed this one. So there are also some buttons you'll see in the area, and I believe they can be used to trigger environmental puzzles. So we'll get to those in a second. See these buttons blocking the purple beam? We'll have to do that ourselves subsequently in the level, where we block yellow beams, so that the purple buttons can follow us. Whoops. Try that again. It doesn't stick around for very long. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're fine. Don't go down? Okay, fine. So now they're telling you don't go down. Problem solved. Not a lot of things can kill you in this game. That's good. Alright. So yeah. So unfortunately, I guess that's a significant problem I have with this game. Is that there's a lot of walking around, but not a lot of enemies. Not a lot of things to interact with in this game. So you'll walk quite a distance before you get to an actual puzzle, which is kind of odd. This guy will block the beam. That's what I have to do. Okay. Okay, so I kicked him. Alright. So he'll block the purple beams. And like I said, I will block the yellow beams. We'll get to an area where that's necessary a bit later. Like here. So I can block that beam, and he walks underneath it. And he'll trigger something else, I believe. That's right. He triggers. He's a stepping stool. Okay. So you got very light environmental puzzling in this game. Let's go up and over. There we are. Like I said, pretty unremarkable for so far in the game. So you might play this game for about an hour, but I'm not really expecting much here. This is like whatever. So far, a lot of this. A lot of environmental puzzles of minor significance. Get. Okay, so we'll drop that. Thank you very much. I don't know why the trees are here, by the way. The ones that I can walk behind with the transparency effect. I have no idea what's going on with that. Okay, so we're in here now. So I guess this is as good as the tutorial level. I'll take that loot. Yeah, some hidden stuff here, like whatever. I have to block this. Oh, not like that. There we go. He'll block the purple one for me. And we can do this. It's like I said, very light environmental puzzles. Like, extremely light. Principle seems sound, I guess. Whoops. Let's wait till he gets out the way. There we go. Can I go down? No, I can't. No, I can't reach that. There we go. Okay, so that works. I don't even know if I needed that. You're like, what's that for? No idea. This is a 2-button game. This is basically an NES game. Nothing as sophisticated as, like, Gimmick or anything. Which I've been told a Gimmick sequel came out in 2024. John Lindemann over at Digital Foundry did a video of that, so I'm supposed to go around and supposed to watch that eventually. Because it's basically a retrospective about Sunsoft. You know, going back to the NES days and the arcade days. Like, was it a Kangaroo? Yeah, Kangaroo in the arcade game, which I've never played. Like, I only knew it existed because Jeremy Parrish was reminding me. Yeah, Sunsoft was doing Kangaroo in arcades. I had no idea what that was because they never got an NES port, I suppose. But people from the era know that Sunsoft was like one of the most highly regarded AAA studios on the NES. Like Konami, Capcom, and Sunsoft were basically 1, 2, 3 on that platform. Like, in other words, when you ask people, well, Rare was not a publisher. But if you were to ask, like, okay, maybe that's the thing. If you were to ask developers, yet Capcom and Konami were the number 1 and number 2 third-party developers on the console. Some people will put HAL in there, but I would argue in terms of popularity in the West, certainly Sunsoft. With Batman and Fester's Quest and what was that other? Sorry, that was a pit of a green acid, but it's actually grass. So I guess I can touch grass. Okay, get the thing. Get the buttons. How do I get... I have to kick them? Yeah, how do I collect them? Yeah, how do I collect these? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know how to collect... Oh, okay, never mind. How did I pass that up? Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. So 1 point, I think 5 points for the gold. 1 point for the gray. Can I grab this? Okay, that's worth less than a point. So you don't want to grab the other fruit because that takes away points. Okay. That's cute. Here's a word I've used a lot recently. This game is breezy. Good? No, but breezy. Yeah, breezy is what I'll say. Almost there. Give me the loot. Whoops! I have to do it all over again? Oh man! That's messed up. That is messed up. Well, kicking doesn't do any good. I'm gonna have to eat I'm gonna have to eat a couple of the -1 fruit. Yeah, that was close. Kind of cheeky of them to hide the good stuff behind the stuff that destroys your basket. It's a wrinkle. So how about those Bills, huh? It's like Josh Allen's going for that MVP even though he lost. I think he ran for 3 touchdowns and passed for 3 touchdowns. Best performance of the Otto Graham era. Whoops. We did it. Yeah, so that's this. Okay, yeah, this feels like a student game, which isn't bad. It's just, back in the day, there would be like a bunch of like mid-tier NES platformers with a gimmick like this. You don't really even really use the bubble gimmick that. You don't really even use the button gimmick that much, if I'm being honest. All right, that was dumb, but there we are. I don't even know why I'm collecting these. I'm just grabbing them because they're here. They're giving me a pinging sound, so therefore they're video game collectibles, video game gathering mechanics. So block the purple. Oh, he's got to hook him up. He got to hook himself up. Get in there. You still have to do it another way. Give me a second. Oh, okay. We're on to something. So block it, and then I'll go underneath. There, problem solved. So if I want that little present up there, I gotta do this little self-contained mini. Gotta do this self-contained mini puzzle. Not gonna worry about it. But again, this is basically as sophisticated as the puzzles get, I guess. So. Yeah. So far, we're in the C tier. Like nothing objectionable, but nothing particularly imaginative. Just kind of stale, if I'm being honest. Can I climb on this? Okay, that's easy. Like music's okay, whatever. Does the job. Kind of funky, I guess. Again, if you told me, yeah, some high schoolers, some sort of people like me making their first game for like Digipen or something, I believe it. I think they got they got the platforming gravity, but the controls are decent. Like they got that part right. I think they need more I just think they need better level design, like more imaginative level design. Like more puzzles here that actually abuse the whole, button concept. Whoop, careful. Oh, can't get that. Careful. That works. Okay, I'm not dead. So that worked. Not a lot kills you except for like acid or whatever. Guess I can't take the high road. Okay. That was kind of dicey, but we made it work. Yeah, should have taken the high road. Take the high road, and I take the road. We can't go down, can we? Well, I guess I hosed myself there. Yeah, guess I hosed myself there. Oh well, guess I deserve that. That's what I get for being greedy, kids. That'd be a lesson to you. Whoop! Well, I got it right the first time. I don't think there are any lives in this game. It's just respawns. So it's like a baby's first platformer, I guess. Because you don't really, like... You don't really lose lives. You just kind of get set backwards. It's cool, I guess. We good? Yeah, it's good. Boing. Don't do that. No, but don't do that. Here's we don't want to do that. Tell you what, let's go this way. Screw this. Go! Well, don't want to do that. Whoops! Yeah, don't dilly-dally. Seems to be the idea here. There we go. See, that's a safe way to do it. Look, careful! Stupid. Now we're actually getting challenging, huh? What gives? Okay, we're good. We did it, fam. Oh, wait. Okay, we're good. Give me that. We good? We good. Let's do it again. And we're good. Attach myself to the button there. We're good. The button holder. Whoops. Well, a good waypoint at least. That's good. Yeah. So yeah, they got the controls right. So there is something here, but I'm curious where the level design goes. Oh, there we go. Now we're good. Whoop. Stay there. Ow! That makes things a bit more interesting. Wait till it goes all the way up then. Okay, that did it. Alright, so that was the trick. Yeah, man, I don't, yeah. This game just makes me want to play Kirby. Yeah, so like maybe I can just play Kirby. Whoops. Let's try again. Okay. Boing. Good. Good. What? Careful. Okay, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Come on now. Yeah, yeah, this is gonna be a YTF. Yep. Guess that's why there's no demo of this game, I guess. Yeah, like, like I said. They made a 2D platformer. It looks like an NES game. It does the job. Controls work. It's a perfectly, competent 2D platformer. Okay, the frame rate's getting kind of dicey here. Come on. Frame rate should be 60 frames a second. Come on, guys. What kind of game you think this is? Keep on pushing. You don't slow down for nothing. Just keep going. Okay, so why are we pushing this all the way over here? Again, I would say this game is not very efficient. Okay, we got the run, aren't we? Yep. Thought so. Wait. Well, that's bad. That's pretty bad. That's a way to do a thing. We did it, fam. Okay, we're good. Boss, probably? No, we're good. Whoop, don't stay in the acid. Don't stay in the acid. Okay. We're good. I played a few of these games before. We're good. Yeah, I was kind of dicey a bit. What? Oh, wrong pattern? Yeah, wrong pattern. All right. Okay. Can I just avoid this entirely? Probably not. Okay, that one's got to go over there. So this could be interesting. Yeah, okay. Now we're getting amusing. Down here? Nope, not that. This goes over here. This goes down there, down the middle. Give me a second. This one goes to the left. Okay, we're good. This goes down here. That goes over on the right. This goes over to the left. The G goes down here. Once we get around. It's right on my G. Whoops. And we go over there to the left. Yeah, left. Okay. Very light puzzle solving. That does the job. You know, I'm playing Super Princess Peach, playing Princess Peach Showtime, and it's like, yeah, Princess Peach Showtime is like breezier than this, but it's actually more sophisticated than this, if you can believe that. So yeah, about 10 more minutes. Let's see what's up. Am I gonna buy anything with all this cash? That's cool, having like a waypoint system where you can like choose where you want to, what part of the stage you want to revisit. That's kind of cool. So yeah, so I'm not gonna be too aggressive in my criticisms of this game. Like it's fine, but it doesn't seem like I'm gonna play for more than an hour. Yeah, indie games have problems finding audiences. I get it, but yeah. Admittedly, all of these are kind of lame. Yeah, like I said, if you told me this game was like the first game made by some some devs out in like at some college somewhere, I'm like, yeah, I get it. Seems okay. Like if you're starting out, like I would make an RPG. But if you're just starting out, you know, yeah, start from the beginning here. So yeah, if you're just starting out, make something, make like an 8-bit game, make an Atari game. I think the way it usually works is that you make like an Atari game, like an early '80s arcade game. Then you make like an NES game where you're still getting your feet wet. Maybe you make an RPG using RPG Maker. Because the main problem with a game like this is that it's a platformer, so gravity is very important. So in a game like this, you have to get the controls right for the gravity. If you're making like a top-down action game, you don't have to worry about, doing a bunch of, tweaking of your jumping controls. I mean, part of me wants to say that there's some open source development that's like, oh yeah, like here's a game that uses gravity and you can use this, you can use these these vectors if you want. Like you can use these calculations for your platformer if you want. But it's like that's almost like a relic of like the late '80s, the late '80s, when every game was trying to, every game was trying to like appropriate Mario style game design principles. So there was something inherent like mascot platformers like Mario Brothers were like the open world games of its day. You know what I mean? I like how you turn the pages when you walk. Yeah, turning the pages is kind of a nice touch. Don't know if that makes a difference, but there you go. Maybe later in the level it will make a difference. But yeah, it's like when you're first starting out, it's you could make like card games, you can make like lottery games. Personally, I'm trying to make Hangman meets Wheel of Fortune, but I want to do something that's kind of like an RPG. Oh, flattened. Ow. Okay, don't move so fast. I guess. There we go. Stupid. But yeah, I keep saying that my first game would probably be like a very simple RPG or like, a game that's not based on like a top-down shooter, maybe a dual stick shooter would work. Like a game that's not based on gravity like this game is. Because gravity, again, getting the controls right in a game like that's kind of weird, but if you were to make a game like Smash TV, you don't have to worry about it. Like some games, like Luftrausers do an amazing job with the way they handle physics. That's a bit, that takes a bit more nuance than I'm comfortable developing right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. But yeah, I could see like making like a board game, like a Mario Party like game that's a bunch of like mini games. I'm surprised you don't see more games like that, where it's like make a fair board game, but have like lots of mini games instead of just doing this. Don't press any jump buttons. You just press left or right. You'll automatically jump when the stapler drops. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Well, I missed that one. I gotta wait till he comes back. So I'll just chill. Good? Good. Yeah, like, I think Giant Bomb would do, like, game jam stuff. I don't know what software they were using. I mean, they weren't, like, doing, like, C code or anything. They were just, like, they were just, they have, it's kind of like a Little Big Planet, I guess, or like Super Mario Maker, where they're, like, they're taking, like, an existing engine, and they're using, like, a construction set, basically. Which reminds me, I have a Wii game back here. It's like a shooter construction set. And my big thought is, like, how can I use that to, like, whoops, that's not good. Can I move? Yeah, I can't move. Give me a sec. I have to wait till he blocks it up top. There we go. There we go. So I can't get up here? No, I can't get up here. So what's the point? What's the point of all that then? Oh, maybe that's the point. Okay, okay. So now we're talking. All right. That's what's going on. Okay. I dig it. Solid. I like the parallax scrolling they're doing here. It's a nice touch. Very Sega Genesis, very PC Engine like. And I'll bring out the TurboGrafx-16 probably this Christmas. Jeremy Parrish got his hands on an analog, so it was like a TurboGrafx-16 analog, so I'm sure that'll be interesting. I think he was supposed to start making videos like last month. At least he was supposed to start releasing videos for that thing last month. But the whole point is that he wanted to, like, document, the transition to the transition from the peak NES era, which was what? The summer of '89 was the peak NES era. Like, Nintendo dominated the North American video game market. But Sega was just about to release the TurboGrafx-16 in the United States. And over in Japan, back in 1989, what was it? Yeah, they were wrapping up, dog. Like, the last Nintendo's last Mario game was what, Mario 3, and that came out in what, 1988 in Japan. And of course, the PC Engine came out. That came out later that year. So, and that started. That was the game console that outsold the Famicom. It wasn't the Genesis. It wasn't the Mega Drive. It certainly wasn't the Mark III Master System. Over in Japan, the PC Engine was top of the heap for a couple of years. Back in 1988, 1990, they rolled out the 80s by making basically They made like an NES Pro, I guess. Because that's kind of what the PC Engine was. Now that I think about it, like it was basically a Famicom with far more color, a more powerful graphics processor, way larger color palette, larger sprites. So in a way, like the perfect PC Engine game was like Bonk's Adventure, PC Genjin, and that's like how would I describe that? I mean, I did play Bonk's. I played Bonk's Adventure on this channel. I'll play Bonk's Revenge later. And for people who know, Bonk's Adventure did come out on the NES. I never played that port. I mean, obviously it's a compromise because I mean they were dialing back on a lot of stuff. But I maintain that Bonk's Adventure. I mean, first of all, Bonk's Adventure is really boring. The sequel's probably better, but the first game is like more of a proof of concept than a game, really. If I'm being honest. Oh, gotta keep running. Gotta keep running. So gotta keep moving to the right. Careful, careful, careful. Back. Yeah, careful. Darn it. Good. That's right. Up and over. Wait, hold on. Okay. Am I losing sync? I might be losing sync on my capture device. We'll worry about that in a second. Yeah, I'm losing sync on the capture device, so we'll see how it goes. You don't fall. I'm not losing sync anymore, so I don't know what just happened. Because I lost. I don't know if you saw that because when I'm looking at my computer, and I was losing the signal on the bottom. Like everything below the B and the A right there, where it says a B and A confirm. I was losing that signal down there at the bottom of the screen, and I have no idea why. Oh well. But yeah, I mean, yeah, again, I'm not done playing NES games. You have guys like Jeff Gerstmann, Jeff Gerstmann's he's using his Mister. He's emulating NES games and ROMs he's always owned, I guess. Excuse me, ROMs he's always downloaded. But so he's like trying to archive his opinions on every NES game ever made, but the obvious problem being that you're going to wind up having to play games like, Destiny of the Emperor, which I think he did. He played Nobunaga's Ambition. He dedicated a couple of hours to that, which is the only way to really play that game fairly. I mean, I would argue you have to play 5 or 6, but so if I were playing Nobunaga's Ambition, I would give it a couple of hours. I am fascinated by these Koei simulators. I have a couple on Super NES. What are they? I think I have Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan 2. I think I have one of the Romance of the Kingdom games on the Super Nintendo. So I'll get a manual and mess around with that later. But again, those are games I completely missed as kids. But I'd be really fascinated to see how well they hold up because again, I'm a lot more patient now. I have Romancing of the Three Kingdoms on the PS4 right here. Again, I'll get around. That's a game where you okay, you have a long holiday weekend. I didn't play it over Thanksgiving because Lord help me, I was playing 7 Deadly Sins. But look, that was a $5 game. I got it out of my system. I didn't beat it, but I basically made it through the entire manga. So I saw how terrible that manga was. Well, that's not really fair, but, it's still a bad game. And I've been told the manga's terrible anyway, so. I have to move this to the left or right, okay. So what do they want me to do? I can't move. Oh, I have to drop it, okay. So what am I Oh, I have to drop it on the book, okay. So this goes over here to the left below the tree right there. Like that. Maybe a bit further. Press the Y button to drop it. Perfect. So that goes right here. So no boss fights, just boss puzzles, I guess. Yeah, good enough. What's this, Ethiopia? We dropping Ethiopia on a map of Africa? Is that what we're doing? Only I could look at an image like that and say, oh, that's shaped just like Ethiopia. Wakanda forever, y'all. Was that a hitch? Can't fool me. Yeah, I'm bouncing on this game. This game is whatever. I might finish it up later. We're going to end it pretty soon. So this was Button Up on the Nintendo Switch. Game provided by the Maryland Library System. I recorded this commentary with my Plantronics headset, plugged into the quad-core Celeron Windows. Actually, no, it's my quad-core Gateway Silver laptop. 4 gigs of RAM in this thing with the Windows 10 camera app, capturing this footage at 60 frames a second, 720p. Can't do that. So what am I doing exactly? Oh, okay. Thanks. And the Nintendo Switch is mounted, and I have plugged it into the J5 Create 4K UHD capture device, so I can play this game on my television via HDMI pass-through. But of course, the actual footage is being captured on the laptop that I just mentioned, the Gateway Silver. So I was hoping to get to an end of this pretty soon, but yeah, this is a YTF. Look, this game is not bad. It's just, whatever. It's breezy, but kind of, Like I said, if you told me this was a student project, I'd say it's fine. They're better developers than I am. Again, whoever committed to getting these controls right, they did a good job. I will say that. They did a very good job on the controls. So I do want to go this way, right? Okay, I'm out. Do I need, like, the brush to do something specific? Do I have to move something here? Okay. So what does this specifically do? No. Oh, push it on the thing. Yeah, okay, there we go. That makes more sense. But now I gotta get it up there, don't I? Try that again. So yeah, this game isn't bad. It's just, whatever. So push it over. Good. We're going to push it down, then we're going to push it over. To the right. Very light puzzle solving. Okay, we're good. Then we'll jump on it and get out of here. See? Does the job. That was a decent puzzle. I got props for that. I didn't want to go that way, but whatever. I wanted to grab the loot, but whatever. Oh, missed your shot. That's all I gotta say. I said I was gonna end this video, so let's just get around to it. Good? Okay, it's cute. I don't know who painted that. That is a reference to a real painting. I just don't know what the reference is on the left. Told you this is nominally an educational channel if I actually knew the references. But no, I did not understand that reference. I'm here for hip-hop reference. See, it's Hiroshi. I know that reference. It's a Hiroshige. So I understood that reference. More of these. Okay. So we got Munch. We got Munch's the Scream. Yeah, I'm a moron. That's Munch's the Scream right above me, but I don't know anyone else. Green-haired anime dude. Lady shooting a puppy with a sniper rifle. And, don't know that one. Anyway, we're done. So that is Button Up on the Nintendo Switch. So we'll bounce on Button Up. But you know what? Like I said, everyone's got to start somewhere. So if some like teenager, some like 20 something, or some like amateur game developer said, you know what, I want to make a platformer, and I'm really interested in this guy who's an anthropomorphic button. He can attach himself to the background by just holding the jump button, but he doesn't do anything. He doesn't really interact with anything in that form. So I think if they had leaned into that more, that could have been more interesting. So this just feels like it feels like a junior version of Kirby's Epic Yarn, I guess, or Yoshi's Woolly World. I don't know. Too bad, but not bad.